Today we're going to make a really delicious fall casserole. It's a chicken casserole. Next on Happy Cooking with Yvonne Douglas, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're back and we're going to start to make our delicious chicken casserole. So I have a pound of chicken strips right here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to season each one with salt and pepper, and I'm also going to season it with garlic powder, onion powder, and Hungarian paprika. Now that's that Hungarian paprika that I always use on my chicken. It's called Szeged. And one more time, it can be found on Amazon. And also if you live in the Dallas-Fort Worth area at Central Market. So I always season my chicken the same way. I usually try to coat both sides. And also we're going to chop this up into tiny chunks, and we're going to put it in a baking dish, a 7 by 11 baking dish. So let me just season this real quick. That looks good. And then we're going to chop these up just into tiny squares, probably about like this large. Okay, can you see that? About that big. And I'm going to do that really quickly. Doesn't have to be really fancy. This is going to go in a casserole, so nobody's going to see if your chicken chunks are exactly a certain size. Okay? Okay, so now that I have all my chicken chopped up, I'm going to add my Hungarian paprika and just sprinkle that on top. Mix it up a little bit. I just love this Szeged paprika. It's so good. Some people say paprika. So good. I coat it really well with those spices. All right. So then what you want to do is you're going to, in a bowl, you're going to get 4 eggs, large eggs. Okay, and I'm going to add some prepared ranch dressing. That's a ½ cup of prepared ranch dressing. And I'm going to use my same container here for a ½ cup of heavy cream. Okay. And then I'm going to get my whisk, and I'm going to whisk that up. Okay, that looks pretty good. Just whisk that up really easy. So next what you want to do is you want to cook up your chicken, and I have it on a medium to high flame. And after I seasoned my chicken, I sprinkled some unusual things on it. I put some cheddar cheese, and I also sprinkled it with some bacon bits, okay? So this is going to cook up. You want to cook up your chicken first before you add it to your pan. And remember that those are little chicken chunks, okay? So when you chop your chicken up, make sure they're in little chunks. In fact, I'm looking at one right now that I feel like could be a little bit smaller, because when these cook up, they get a little bit smaller anyway. And I'm going to cook this up, and after this is cooked up, then we're going to add it to our pan, so stay tuned. Okay, so let's take a look at our chicken, see how it's doing. Oh wow, that looks really good. Oh my, and it smells so good, guys. Oh my gosh, it smells really good. By us putting the bacon on it and the cheese, it gives such a great aroma. Oh my gosh. Smells smells really, really good. And don't forget, this is gonna go in the base of our casserole. Remember, you wanna cook your chicken to the point where there's no pink showing inside. So let me take a look. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So it's pretty much done. I'm gonna just chop up a little bit more of these. I could have went a little bit smaller on the cubes, but it's pretty good. Yeah, you don't want your chicken cubes to be too large. All right, but that looks good. It smells really, really fantastic. I'm gonna give it about another minute or two, and then we're gonna add it to our baking dish, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're gonna add the chicken to our baking dish here. It's gonna be at the bottom. I'm just gonna put in all those juices. Oh, it smells so good. Wow. Perfect. Okay. And then I'm just gonna spread that at the bottom. Ooh, yummy. Now what I did, in a plate, I got some more shredded medium cheddar, and I put that in a plate. I added a little bit of red and orange bell peppers. I'm using about 1/3 of a cup, and I'm just gonna add a little bit more to it, just like that. And then I added some more bacon bits. Okay, so your bacon bits, how much? I don't know, probably about a couple of tablespoons, really. Really depends on your taste. You don't want to add too many, but I think that would be a nice amount. And now I'm just gonna sprinkle this on top of my chicken. That's the cheese, that's the bell peppers, that is the bacon bits. Just gonna put that all on top. Kind of spread that around a bit. Yum. Looks good. Oh wow, do you see that? Look how good that looks already. Oh, looks so good. And now I'm gonna get that mixture. That was the 4 eggs, the heavy whipping cream, which was a 1/2 cup, and then the 1/2 cup of prepared ranch. And I'm going to just pour that on top. Wow, look at that. Just pour that on top. Oh, it looks so good. Yum, yum, yum. This is gonna be a great dinner tonight. So good. And now, I wanna sprinkle it again with cheese on top. Just a little bit. Just make sure it has a nice coating. And I'm gonna use some breadcrumbs. Just Progresso plain breadcrumbs. Just so it has a nice little crunch on top. Okay, just about that much. So when we come back, we're going to give it a good taste test, and that's 350 degrees for 30 to 35 minutes. All right, stay tuned. Okay, so welcome back. So the casserole has been baking for about 30 minutes. So I'm gonna give it a quick check and see if it's ready. This is ready, look at this. Oh, it looks so good. That looks so yummy. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna let this cool for a little bit, and then when we come back, we're gonna give it a taste test, so stay tuned. Okay, so we're back. So I'm going to cut a little piece. It's cooled a little bit, but I just can't wait. And I'm gonna cut a little tiny piece here. That looks so good. Add it to my plate. Yum. Look at that. Doesn't that look great? All right, let me give it a good taste test. See what it tastes like. It turned out okay. Oh, that's really good. Very good. This is a quick, easy casserole. Anyone can make this, and it's a great idea for dinner. So, happy cooking, and bye-bye.